The proposed tariffs imposed on Mexico and Canada have been paused now for a month. This comes after President Trump signed an order to put 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico, as well as a 10% tariff on China, and that starts tomorrow.
With the tariff on China still in play, we turn to 6 News reporter Naomi Hilmer, who joins us here in the studio with more on how these tariffs could impact local businesses should they proceed. Naomi?
Bo, Lori, with China, Mexico, and Canada being some of the top import partners of Tennessee, they each play a role in supplying motor vehicle parts to our state. And with tariffs potentially raising the cost of car parts in Tennessee, one local company I talked to today says many repair shops, including their own, have moved to buying products elsewhere.
Are we expecting some changes? Most likely, but will our industry see as big of an impact? Hopefully not.
According to Joe Matlock of Matlock Tire and Service, many manufacturers moved to investing in countries like India, Vietnam, or domestically, instead of China, Canada, or Mexico after President Trump's first term in office.
More of the entry-level products are made in places like China and Mexico. More of your name brand manufacturers are more domestic, come from Europe, places like that. So countries that aren't as affected, but more of the entry-level products are what are brought over from those countries.
Matlock says investing in name brand products like Michelin or Bridgestone helps shield their business from needing to increase prices, although many of their prices have already gone up.
The last couple of years, inflation, prices went up everywhere, so we adjusted accordingly, and we're hoping that we can kind of hold steady and shield our customers from any coming price increases if they're just marginal.
When it comes to tires, he says there may be some silver linings to the tariffs.
Candidly, China has been known to what they call a tire dump, where they'll bring a bunch of tires in the market, dump them below below their cost, and it just completely upends the market. So hopefully some of these tariffs may discourage them from doing some of those things.
And with negotiations already underway, he hopes more tariffs may not be implemented down the road.
So we're hoping that it's going to be a lot of harsh rhetoric that brings other countries to the table to negotiate, and in the end does not lead to all the tariffs that they're talking about. So hopefully, in the case of Mexico, it's already coming to fruition, and they can delay it and hopefully negate it once they come to some agreements.
Matlock tells us while people typically don't put off a needed car repair or replacement because of issues like this, they are hoping to keep prices down as much as possible for their customers. Bo?
Naomi, thank you. And we should know both Canada and Mexico have agreed to boost efforts in border security, which helped lead to this current tariff pause with those countries.